just some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. A&M comes back out with another first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun on third down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans...
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Bama. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Pulls it in. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Carr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw again. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's open on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They go to the ground. across the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking to throw on first down. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short, making that official reach for his flag. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Trying to run it in. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Now up by 6. 7 points here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that?
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ortiz.
Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to fire on second down. He wants to take the top off. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Joe.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It'll be a draw, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
It's a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Fires toward the end zone. Or makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Spits it out to the back. He's got him this time. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here, toting the rock, has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Back to pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown tie.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
The coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. To the air on first down. Finds us back in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got him. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumped.
He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Bama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
He has the first and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Dalton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. That's reeled in. It's Carr. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Gonna look downfield again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think
He's got it along the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. On the run, it's Ortiz. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. To the edge, it's Ortiz. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll go to work in the air on second down, using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They're working that left side.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On the run, fires downfield. Got the big tight end on the corner route. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Touchdown, Bama! Fitted in the window for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off play action on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Zips it out to his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. That's caught. It's Carr. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man. It's a running room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
73.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it behind the line. It's Carr. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tack.
He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A&M comes back out with another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Give to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did.